Hi, welcome, I'm Dan Thorpe. Today I want to give you a fingerpicking pattern workout. Fingerpicking patterns are often the bedrock, the basis of so many songs, and a lot of people, really struggle. They don't know any fingerpicking patterns, or the ones that they do know they struggle to play. So today I'm going to give you a really cool workout that's going to go through 3 really important fingerpicking patterns. You may have played them before, you may not, okay? But they're absolutely essential. They're going to really help you play, okay? When I very first started teaching guitar, one of the first things that people were asking me to do was help them play in the style of people like James Taylor and Paul Simon and Chet Atkins and great fingerpickers like that, okay? Mark Knopfler, people like that, some of the most timeless, most wonderful musicians around. And you know what, I was started out and I was more of a rock teacher, so I was teaching them like rock type stuff, and I quickly realised, oh my God, there's a whole new world of playing out there for people, okay? I'd kind of touched on this sort of stuff a little bit, but within months, I was completely transformed. I stopped playing electric as much, although I do still love the electric. And I grabbed the acoustic and I was playing it all the time and working on finger picking patterns. And 3 of the patterns that really helped me when I first started out were these 3 that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, and they help me teach my students and help them have so much more fun and learn so many more songs as well. Okay, so the very first pattern we're going to do is this one. It's a simple one in 6/8 time, and it's like this. 6 plucks to the bar. Now don't get too worried about time signatures and all that sort of stuff. If you was to pluck it, it's going to be low E, G, B, high E, B, G, or string 6, 3, 2, and then string 1, 2, 3. So you can break it up into 2 halves. Thumb on the low E, index on the G, middle on the B, ring on the high E, middle on the B again, index on the G. So it sounds like this. Okay, it's like the intro to Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, I know, okay? But it's a really common one, it's a really useful fingerpicking pattern, and you can do so much with it, okay? We're just doing it on open strings because it's just easier, and that's based around the E minor chord, but I'll show you how to do it on a couple of really useful chords as well in the workout. All right, okay, so that's the first one. If you count it out, you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's an accent on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where the beat is. So you want to try and tap your foot on beat 1 and beat 4. So basically when you pluck the low E and the high E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the first pattern then. Let's move on to the second pattern because this is really useful as well. The third pattern I think you're going to absolutely love, particularly if you like the style of Paul Simon and people like that, Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac. But let's work on this one. This is a really simple one. It's even simpler, and it's just 4 plucks, and it's just low E, G, B, high E. So thumb on the low E, index on the G, middle on the B, ring on the high E, okay? And that's it, string 6, 3, 2, 1. You play it twice per bar, and you'd count it as a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you got a beat, then an offbeat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that gives you a 4 bar in 4/4 time. Okay. There you go. That's very simple as well, but it sounds great, and you can do so much with that. I've got another video on this, and I'll link to that as well, where you can just play up and down the fretboard like this. So you could do elegant stuff like that with just a really simple pattern, okay? So I'll link to that in the description below, okay? It's a really cool little video. But the third one that we're gonna do is a Travis picking pattern, okay? And it's just a simple 4-note Travis picking pattern that is like this. Okay? Now I'm gonna play the E minor chord for this because it sounds better, okay? All those patterns so far we've done have been based around an E minor, but we've only used part of the chord, whereas this one we need the bass string, so we're gonna fret the chord E minor. It's a simple pattern, and it's just what I call the outside in. And all we're doing is plucking low E with the thumb, B with the middle, then D string with the thumb, and G string with the index. So string 6, 2, 4, 3. Okay, and again, the counting's the same as the other one, where it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you can tap your foot or nod your head while you do it. That's great. But it's just 4 plucks over and over. Those 4. Low E, B, D, G. And a bit quicker. Okay, so that's the 3 patterns. All 3 of those patterns are taken from the book Fingerstyle 101, okay? And those are patterns 1, 2, and 5, okay? Just in case you have the book or you do want to get the book. Okay, so what we're going to do now is put them all together as a little workout. We're going to do all 3 patterns. We're going to do first on an E minor chord, then we're going to do it on a C, G, A minor chord, okay? Basically, what you always have to do is make sure your root note on the thumb, this is important with fingerpicking patterns, changes for the relevant chord. For instance, your root note on the C chord is going to be the A string, so your thumb will start off on the A string. For the A minor, it's the A string as well. But for the G, your thumb will start on the low E string, okay? So that's the starting point for each pluck, okay, for each pattern. Right, so let's begin with the workout. 30 seconds on each. There you have it. Nice simple workout, 3 different finger picking patterns. You got the going up pattern, the outwards pattern, and the outside in pattern, okay? One is in 6/8, the other 2 are in 4/4. One of them is a Travis picking pattern. The other ones are more free flowing, slightly more classical based or pop based, depending on how you look at it. There is a big crossover, but there's a lot of fun to be had with just those 3 patterns. You don't have to just stop there doing them on those exact chords of E minor, and then C, G, A minor. There's a lot you can do, and that's what I'm going to show you really briefly now. For instance, if you could play bar chords, you can have fun with that Travis picking pattern. You can move up and down the fretboard. Just playing up and down the high E string with that one pattern as well. There's loads you can do. If you want to do that, you can check out this video here and have a lot of fun with that, because playing up and down one string is huge fun. I hope you enjoyed that. Check out this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.